Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I have my unboxing video for the month of May, and this is going to be, I don't know if you're new to the channel, if you are, welcome, but I basically like to show what I either spent my own money on or was sent free for review in the prior month, and this will obviously be a first impression. I'm taking it out of the box right now. Oh, that was scary. There's a tree outside my window and I've been asking them to cut it. Anyway, whatever. If you hear scraping sounds, it's the tree. Anyway, I am going to show you what I was either sent free for review or I bought with my own money. If I have any links, I'll link you below because obviously this will be likely a first impression unless it's like a repurchase. And I think that's everything that I need to tell you. But yes, it is June. It is already hot in New York. I don't know how, but it is. Let me get started with this huge box. This came when I was in Minnesota, so I almost missed out on getting it. It does tell you what it is. This was sent to me free for review from Influencer. I didn't even really need the paper cutter because they did a really terrible job taping. It's just kind of already open. But it is this lavender weekender bag. I chose the weekender bag. They had a couple of other items as well, and there was a black option, and I considered the black option. Problem with the black one was that the zipper was purple color and also it sold out in the time that I was thinking about it. So now I got something that was crazy color, but this is a weekender tote and it's by Florence by Mills X Dulcie Paris. Created by Millie Bobby Brown, who I think is an actress, but she also makes the purple brand of skincare that's like for teens and young adults. Florence by Mills and the premium travel brand Dulcie Paris have joined together to design a unique collection of travel and everyday bags inspired by Millie's lifestyle. So again, I got the Chill Out Weekender bag, and this one is 14.5 by 22.5 by 10 inches, and the capacity is 54 liters, and it's 2.4 pounds. And again, there was some other items as well. I just like couldn't get them because they sold out. Each piece of the Florence by Mills Dulcie Paris collection has integrated recycled materials, ensuring all bags are as eco-friendly as they are chic. It is covered by a 2-year warranty. Anyway, I mean, cute, whatever. But this is a lot bigger of a weekender bag than I thought it was going to be. Basically, this came as like a claim now, right as the point of I was going on an overnight trip for work. This would not have been cool to take on my overnight trip for work because I would have had to take it to a business meeting. But I was like, legitimately, I don't know what happened to my smaller suitcases, but this is a lot bigger. I also was like, maybe it'll be for a gym bag, but it's like way huge. I did like that it has this shoe compartment in here. I don't know if you can see this. I also don't know if you can hear me because the microphone's quite far. But it's like a little shoe compartment on the bottom. That's what they branded it as, but obviously you can use it for other things. It does have like some structure in here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like metal in here, giving the bag a little bit of structure around the opening, which I actually think is quite nice. And then on the side here, there is also another zippered compartment, and it's its own separate space. So that would be easy for like things that you might need to grab on the go. Inside, there are quite a few little pockets and things. I'm trying to give you the best option here, but I have very small space to work with. So anyway, there are some pouches in here. It also came with how to do the warranty, but there's little 2 pouch spaces. So this one is relatively big and this one is larger. I have no measurements, sorry. And then on the side here, there is a padded pouch that goes across the entire width of the bag. I don't know if you can see that. And then there is a crossbody strap in here. Again, this is a lot larger of a bag than I thought it was going to be. And if you don't want to use a crossbody, there's also the top here. And then on the back of the tote, there is yet another place here for some other documents. So I guess I would probably I would put more important things in here because you could control it a little bit better. And it does have the strap for going over the luggage handle. So I mean, I do think this is a well-constructed bag. It is larger than a weekender. I think this would be like for a 3 to 4 day trip if I'm being honest. But maybe I just pack differently than other people. But I'm excited to try this out. And actually I'm planning a couple of trips right now. One is like very far in the future, but that's the one that I'm planning the most because it takes a lot more planning to do that trip. So anyway, thank you to Dulcie and Florence by Mills for letting me try this out. So not only did I go on a couple of work trips last month, but I also went to Minnesota for the holiday, whatever holiday that was, Memorial Day. And then while I was there, I went to TJ Maxx. I needed to grab something else, but then I saw this on the sale section. They have it for $7, but I actually needed a new peeling gel, and this one is from the Round Lab, which I thought was weird that it was at TJ Maxx, but here we are. I have it now. And basically, if you don't know, the peeling gel is one of my favorite sort of once a week products, and you just use a little bit, and then it's kind of a gimmick but kind of not. I like it because it does kind of help take some of like the outside dirt and stuff off of my face, but I haven't tried the Round Lab one. This one is a little propaganda in my opinion because it's the Docto line. If you don't know, forget I said anything. So anyway, this one I am happy to have found, and it is fully sealed, and when I picked it up at TJ Maxx it was like in one of their like secure box things, you know. If you know, you know. Anyway, I'm happy for this, and it does not expire until 2027, but I am on a low buy, no buy, and skincare is one of the things that I'm low buying because I have so much other stuff, but I didn't have any more peeling gels, and this is something that I needed to replenish because, again, I do think it actually helps my skin a little bit. I got something from Tom Ford, which I was actually quite excited about, and this one came from Influencer. So thank you to Tom Ford and Influencer. I would say though, from my own experience living in a city, in an apartment building, some of the low priced items come in nondescript cardboard boxes, but for some reason the fancy brands send them in fancy brand boxes, which is very tempting. So good thing I work from home. But I was a little bit worried because I was traveling so much that it was going to come when I wasn't here. But I have this. The sounds of the summer. You can hear the ice cream man maybe. What I received is this Tom Ford, and this one is the Soleil Neige, which is the shimmering body oil in 100 mils, so this is a full size. And this one is obviously a shimmering body oil, and I don't think I could tell you that much because everything else is just says shimmering body oil in multiple different languages. And this is made in the US. But the reason why I chose this was because I thought it was going to be quite nice for the summertime, and I cannot get this box open, but this is what it looks like here. I don't know if you can see it. It does have flecks of shimmer in here, and I would say, maybe if I turn it this way you can see without shaking it too much. It does separate, so it looks like I do need to shake it because it's like far more concentrated at the bottom with the shimmer, and then at the top it's less. So let me give it a shake. It's a lot more liquid than I thought it was going to be. I thought it would be a little bit more viscous because of a body oil. But I guess it makes sense because I think it's a spray that it needs to be a little bit more fluid, you know? Okay, it's a kind of light scent, so I'm going to spray it on here just because I am concerned that maybe I don't know what the spray is going to look like when I first use it. Okay, I would say that I was very happy that I used this box because of the way that the spray disperses. As you can see, it's like you missed the middle. So yeah, I mean, I can also see a lot of sparkle on the box. I don't know. It is a lot of sparkle. I don't know if it's coming off. There it is on the camera. But let me see. It smells actually quite nice. Oh yeah. I would say that I'm very happy that I sprayed it on this box first because it goes everywhere because of the way the mist is set up from like the sprayer. The nozzle is like, it's a gentle mist, but it also is like a very large circumference in terms of the square area that it takes up. But it is kind of an interesting scent. I don't necessarily know if this would be my, like when you look at this you kind of think it's going to be like a sweet, maybe like vanilla scent. It's not. It's a little bit more of like kind of spicy honestly, and it kind of, sorry, this is probably controversial, I think it kind of smells like bug spray a little bit. So I mean I like bug spray actually. It's not like I'm gonna sit there and sniff it, but it's not like an offensive odor to me. But it is very fragranced. I would say though that the amount of shimmer on my arm from that one area where I sprayed it is there is quite a lot, but again, there's like the one dead area in the middle of the spray nozzle where like it just like has a spray there, but like in the middle there's not that much shimmer. And I would say that if I'm like spraying it like to try to get all of the pieces, I don't know. Let me know if you have this product and maybe I'm just like using it wrong. Like, am I supposed to like spray it? Because it's also not like a continuous spray nozzle either. It's like a one and done. So, I don't know. So far, I'm not super enthused by this product. If you can't tell, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be nice, and I know people are going to be like, just be grateful that you got it for free. Yes, but also at the same time, I got it free to review, and my review is I probably would not spend my money on it at this point in my first impression, just because the spray is hard to control, and then also the scent is kind of, I don't even want to assign, like, I don't think it's masculine, but I also don't think it's feminine. It's just, again, it kind of smells like bug spray. If you're American, the Off brand, the one with the orange lid, not the Deep Woods, but the one with the orange lid, that's what it kind of smells like to me. But yeah, I'm sorry, it's not my favorite. I'm happy I tried it, but I'm going to have to figure out what to do with it, because again, let me know, am I supposed to like spray a bunch of it? Because I'm going to smell like bug spray. Like, is this actually bug spray as well? Because then dual duty would be nice, but I have put it on display right there so you can see it. I am going to go on to my next product here. I don't know what this one is. It is from Influencer though. Oh, actually, I'm very excited for this. So look at this, very exciting. This is from Benefit. It's the Velvet Gleam, and I was quite happy when I saw this. And I got this in Luna, which is light medium, and this one is a highlighter. It says, sweep this velvety powder effortlessly onto cheeks for a light reflecting gleaming finish. And it's made in Italy if you're interested. The inside says glow for it. The container is pink, as you can see, and then there's like frosted plastic at the bottom. Honestly, this container feels a little cheap, if I'm being honest. Like, it's a very lightweight plastic, and it feels like one of the ones that's like, for example, this eyeshadow quad came in my Allure Beauty box, and it feels like similar quality plastic, and this one, the hinges snapped like almost immediately, so I'm kind of concerned. So that's my first impression. I'm sorry, but it feels a little cheap because I think this is probably about $30, $40 because it's a Benefit product. But let me open it up. And this is what it looks like. It does not come with a cushion or a mirror either. So it's like legitimately just the powder. It looks pretty shimmery. Oh my gosh. My lighting in here is terrible. My apartment has the worst lighting. Is this better? It looks pretty shimmery in here, but I'm concerned that maybe it's just on the top layer. So let me grab a clean brush to just give it a go. This one is a highlighting brush, and this one is from e.l.f. So let's just see what it's like. It is not super duper like movable, but I did get quite a bit of product on here just from like tapping very, very, very gently. I was just saying, like, if it was going to, like, you know, once I tapped it, if it would like move a lot or like a bunch crumble off. It doesn't look like that, but there is quite a bit on the brush. So let's see if I can do this. Okay, hold on. You're gonna see my watch hand, but at least you don't have to see the ugly Apple Watch. Okay. Okay, I would say there's really not that noticeable of an amount unless I hold it like right up to the light, then I can see there is quite a bit. But let me see, let me add a little bit more. So I just tapped it twice. Okay, now I can see it. I don't know if it's coming off on camera, but it is a very subtle glow. Yeah, I think you can see it now. It's a very subtle glow, and I do think it's quite nice. I'll keep using it, obviously. Let me do a sniff test. It's gonna be hard after that Tom Ford product. Yeah, there is no fragrance added into this. But yeah, I would say that this packaging feels really lightweight, hard plastic. So again, I'm quite concerned that this hinge is gonna break like almost immediately. Because when I open this, it kind of, even like how lightweight the lid is, it feels almost like it's cardboard. So I'm a little concerned. That's all I gotta say. I'm sorry, but again, I was sent it free for review, and my review is the component feels a little cheap considering that this is a Benefit product, so the price point is relatively, like, it's not the most expensive, but it's also like not like a drugstore product either. The reason why I went home to Minnesota was because of the holiday. There is usually this State Fair preview day, and I wanted to go. When we're at the State Fair preview day, there are fewer people, so the lines aren't quite as crazy. By the way, State Fair video from last year coming up this week. So if you want to go to the Minnesota State Fair and you want to see prices and things from last year, the prices have increased slightly, but I do have the video coming out this week. But But we bought shirts, or my mom bought us shirts from the Minnesota Star Tribune. And this one's funny. It says the dog days of summer, and they're all different corn dogs. I truly only like a pronto pup, which is a pancake batter dipped hot dog rather than a corn dog, which is a corn batter. But I'd only eat it with mustard. That's the only way to eat it. But it's a pretty nice t-shirt, actually. I just thought this was funny. There was another one that I wanted as well, but it was sold out in smaller sizes. They only had, I think, larges left. They are making new shirts for this upcoming year. And the Minnesota Star Tribune is like the newspaper, but they have really funny t-shirts, so I would recommend stopping there. Joann Fabrics went out of business, but I was there on like the last 5 days, and basically every once in a while I need a glue gun and I don't have a glue gun, and this was like $2, so I bought it because now I will have it for my crafting needs for the rest of my life. Oh, and because my dad asked, it did come with glue sticks. I was reading my mom's magazine from the Twin Cities Public Television, TBT2. Anyway, they had an ad for Grill Fest, which is an annual event for the past 14 years, I guess. I just have never heard about it. Well, I guess I kind of knew about it. Anyway, so we went. I was able to get us a really good discount on the tickets. I just emailed them asking if there was like a designated driver discount because my dad doesn't drink. And the tickets were a little expensive, but they sent me a code that got us 50% off everything. Anyway, we had a good time. We went around and there was about, I reckon, about 60 booths or so, and they were doing like hamburger contests, barbecue contests, and then there was like a bunch of drinks vendors and stuff. Anyway, I got some stuff. It was sponsored by Tito's, so I don't really care for vodka, so I asked for a small size and then I took home the cup. But they also had tasting cups. It was sponsored by Minnesota Monthly and then also Tito's and some other company, I can't remember. I think it was the Twin Cities Public Television. But it was kind of a nice event. It was like perfect weather for it, actually. And I was able to try a lot of like hard seltzers and beers and things I've never tried before. And now I know there's certain things I will never drink. And also a large component, or it was actually not that large, it just seemed large to me because I don't partake. But there were a lot of THC products there. It's legal in Minnesota, but I just like didn't realize how many there would be at this event. Like I kind of thought about it because I was reading the sponsors, but it was just like more than I had thought. From the commercial vendors, I got 2 magnet chip clips. One is from a garage door service, Rise and Shine Garage Doors. And they were like, do you need help with your garage door? I said, I don't even have a garage. And then this one came from, I don't remember where. I don't know what ER means, but... oh, there's a JB. It might be JB. Also, well, this is from the same place. I think it's JB because I think it's a car dealership, but it's a wine stopper figure. That might be nice and useful. Oh, this is not from that event, but I found it in my suitcase and I meant to show you last time. Basically, I have Chase Sapphire Reserve as my credit card. Let me know if you want a referral code because I have one and they're running a special right now. But I was in San Diego and they had opened their San Diego Airport Chase Reserve Lounge, and they have luggage tags there, but you have to ask them when you check in. They don't have them just sitting out, you have to ask. But they have like custom San Diego art from a local artist. I think it's quite a nice touch. And it says made with vegan leather, aka plastic, by SoulGuard. And it says creation of this tag supports work to stop the flow of plastic into the ocean. Learn more at soulguard.co/stopoceanplastic. But I thought it was nice, and some of my luggage tags are looking a little bit worse for wear. I also grabbed, I meant to leave one of these for my mom. I also grabbed some Beef Council steak wraps from the Grill Fest. I left my dad my coupon for Portillo's, which is like a Chicago hot dog and sandwich company, and they also are known for cake. I spun the wheel and I got a lemon cake lip balm. Very excited for this, actually. I was just thinking about how I've been using a lot of lip balm recently. And I also got a keychain, and it has the Portillo's dog. Thought it was kind of funny. I'm a little sad because I did spend $1 on one of these, but this is from Yelp. But it's like for the back of your phone so you can stick it on stuff. Not that I use it for like content creation or anything, it just seems like it would be nice to have every once in a while. But yeah, this is the event. It's the we went to the 13th annual Grill Fest, and it was presented by, oh yeah, Twin Cities Public Television, so TPT2 and Tito's, and Minnesota Monthly, which is like another magazine. They have a pretty good newsletter, I would say, but there was a few competitions. So there was one for tequila, and this one was margaritas, and they're also doing the Bloody Mary battle. And in terms of the last things here, they're also doing a barbecue and a burger battle as well. But that is that. I also grabbed some info about how to cook beef and how to slice beef. I meant to give this to my mom. They're the final things. This is really boring and I'm out of practice, so I've been rambling. But I made an Amazon order. Basically, I needed some things, like actually needed them, and then also my company did away with our like perk that was like you send your colleagues points when they help you out with something. They got rid of the program, so I traded in my points for gift cards. So I used my gift card Visa card to buy Amazon stuff, because you can't use those very often at most places, actually, the prepaid gift cards. On top of that, the point value, if you were trying to do it directly into Amazon cards, you got fewer dollars worth of Amazon cards than you did the Visa gift card per point, which is crazy. So I just used points for the Visa card to get more money. Well, this is kind of gross. My the reason why I needed this was because I was out of gross, there's like so much crap on this. I was out of coffee filters, but there's like some sticky scented product on the bag, so I might need to ask them for a replacement, because it's kind of like, I don't want to use these. It's so sticky. It smells like bathroom cleaner, like air freshener. And then in my other box I ordered, this is even more exciting, drain cleaner. I know you really want to see this. He gave me a gift receipt for this, but I bought Drano dual force foamer and then also the Amazon basic drain clog cleaner. I know this is super exciting. It's super exciting for me actually, but I know you're like, oh my god, drain cleaner. But yeah, something's wrong with my ever since my new neighbors moved in upstairs, my drains have been running really slowly, and obviously everything's connected, so I figure I'll just like use this. So let me just sign out of this video and talk to Amazon to see if they can send me some new coffee filters. I feel like they're not going to. Hopefully it's just on the outside of the bag, and the bag is like really good. But yeah, thank you again for watching. Sorry that this is a chaotic video, and sorry that I'm a little bit bummed by 2 of the items I got for free this month to try out. Like this, honestly, this is like so cheap feeling. Like the beef rub here from the Beef Council has more weight than this does. And this has like, I don't know, I feel like if you threw this in your purse, it would like completely break right away. But yes, anyway, thank you again for watching. Follow me over on Instagram at Eat Stretch Explore. Also consider subscribing to this channel, because I have a lot of vlogs coming out. I know that people don't watch them, but it's fun for me. So please support my hobby. Okay, bye.